I'm gonna quickly mention my pride and joy. We're gonna go into the sorino category. And that sounds ridiculous, and I'm very well aware of that. Probably my loudest logo. Not probably, this is definitely the loudest logo. If I had one larger than this, I'd be really concerned. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my handbag collection for 2023. I feel like I always film this at the end of the year just so I can kind of get everything together, but I have some really beautiful things to show you guys. These are gonna range from like mid to high tier all the way up to luxury. So we have a good variation in here. I'm not gonna go on super long about what I'm showing you. I'm just gonna jump right into it because this video usually lasts like 20 minutes. And I just wanna show you guys as much as I possibly can. Also including the disclaimer that this is not to encourage you or make you feel like you need to buy any of these things. It's just, you know, one of those things that I love to share. And I feel like my audience also enjoys this type of content as well. And if you don't, then you could just click on another video. We're gonna get started. I have no idea how I wanted to organize this, but I kind of was thinking maybe we do all black bags first and then we'll go into some colors. But I think I'm just gonna pick random ones and we'll just do it like that. So I cannot believe that you guys have never seen this bag in a handbag collection video yet, because you have probably seen it a million times on my Instagram. So this is a bag from Arket. I get a ton of questions on this. It kind of reminds me of an Acne Studios kind of bag, but I picked this up when I was in London, and we don't have Arket in the US and they do not ship to the US. So if you are in the United States, you would have to buy it secondhand, which I've already put an offer in on a chocolate brown version of this because I wanted it so badly and I wear this one so much. On Vestiaire Collective. So if this is something that you would like to shop and you don't have access to Arket, then you can definitely check the secondhand markets. But this leather is super durable. The handle is probably my favorite element about it. It's just so comfortable to carry. And then it also comes with a long strap as well with a internal zip pocket, which is, you know, something important for when you're living in New York City because we don't want to get mugged. But it's a really nice minimal handbag. There's no hardware showing on it too, so I never have to worry about it not matching the hardware on my shoes or my jewelry or whatever the case may be. And it's just so minimal and classic. I love the silhouette of it too. I think it's a little bit more interesting than any of the other black bags that I have, but seriously love this one. And you guys would probably know if you've been following me on my channel or on Instagram for the past almost year that I've had this guy. Okay, another super popular one that I get a ton of questions on is going to be this YSL number. This is the Senka set Hobo, I believe. And it has this antique gold hardware with the logo closure and on the buckle here. This is a bag that looks kind of small, but it fits everything. I can fit my vlogging camera in here, so if I'm going somewhere where I do want to take you guys along to, I will most likely be wearing this bag if I'm not wearing a tote bag already. But it's a really nice bag that doesn't look too huge but fits so much, and I really do love the closure as well. You kind of hook the L into this loop and then it opens into this nice big compartment. You do have a zippered pocket, which is great for security again, and it kind of divides it into two pieces so you can section your things out and organize it a little bit more. But this one, I used to never be a shoulder bag girl, and I still kind of am not. I feel like there's only like two in this entire collection, but I have struggled in the past with getting on board with the shoulder bags because they are usually so small. And so I'm like, that's not really practical for me. If I have a small bag, I would wear it just to dinner. And I feel like I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more versatile. And because this one is a shoulder bag, but it fits so much, I felt like that was perfect for me. So love this one. It's also in this grained leather as well, so it's super durable. And I feel like a lot of my bags, besides my Chanel one, are all really durable just because I want to get the most use out of them, especially if you're paying a higher price tag. Okay, now we're gonna get into one of our colored bags, and I wanted to talk to you guys about this Polène one. So you've probably seen this brand on my channel for the past 2 years, and I do have a black bag from them that I have worn so much. And I didn't include it in this video because it's in my last handbag video, but this is my most recent purchase from Polène. I do also want to get one of their larger like shoulder bags. It kind of looks like a work tote, but a lot cuter. But this is the most recent one that I have. So it is a really nice, rich camel color. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. I don't know how to explain it, but it's the perfect tone of camel. And then it has this stunning contrast stitching throughout it with a little tiny logo. That's probably one of my most favorite parts about Polène, is that they are super, super high quality, but unless you know the brand, you probably won't know what brand my bag is, and that's because they do a super nice and small logo on it, and it just looks super clean and really lets the bag speak for itself. And then another piece of this bag that I love, first of all, there are two straps. So this is the shorter one because I kind of like to wear mine right underneath my armpit, like a little bit higher up. And now that I'm wearing winter coats and having a lot of layers, I can adjust this to make it a little bit longer, or maybe I would put on the long strap. But on the strap, we have a custom embossing. So I did get JE embossed on the strap there, and I thought that that was a really nice, if you know that someone is going to actually want to keep the bag, because I think once you emboss it you can't return it, but I do think that it's a really nice idea for a gift. If you're buying for somebody and you want to get a little personalized detail, I think that that is a really nice idea. And obviously a handbag to most people is not a very personal gift, but I feel like adding that little embossing element to it just makes it a little bit more thoughtful if you are buying something like this for a gift. But this also fits a ton. You could see that the bottom here is kind of wide and then it gets very narrow toward the top. So it does fit a lot. It doesn't fit my vlogging camera, but I am very well aware that most people don't have a vlogging camera. So if it's wallet, sunglasses, phone, what else do I bring? Like lip products and all that kind of stuff. Like all the necessities that I would need to like run out for the day, it's perfect for that. And I love how casual this is. I would wear this to dinner if I did shorten the strap, but I feel like I have other ones in my collection. So this one is really a good casual and everyday bag for me to have. And I feel like I kind of want to get this in black. Okay, so moving along with some other colored items, we're gonna go into the sorino category. And that sounds ridiculous, and I'm very well aware of that. So these are my YSL sorino babies. First of all, I think that this color palette is super satisfying, and if I had a black one, I feel like we would be, you know, in even better shape. But yeah, I started this collection with, oh my gosh, I think it was the green one. I think it was this one. And my sisters were telling me that they didn't love the color. I am obsessed with this color, by the way. I think that it's so chic and it's very different, especially since I have so many black bags. And that is what drew me toward it originally. But this bag is stunning. It's a very structured silhouette, which I really like. And then the closure is that you press this L down and then the bag opens, which I just think is really cool. And then the strap is adjustable to a pretty good extent, I would say. I can shorten this all the way on the smallest hole and wear it as a shoulder bag, and it fits like right underneath my elbow here, or you can make it longer and wear it as a crossbody bag wherever you would like for it to hit on you. I do have to say that typically with YSL's like crossbody bags and like their chain straps specifically, they're always really long, even on me, and I'm how tall am I? I'm almost 5'8", but this bag specifically has so many different options for adjusting that it just makes it super practical in the sense that you can wear a crossbody or you can wear it as a shoulder bag and be able to dress it up and down. But I love that this one is so versatile because of how structured it is, but it also does fit so much inside of it. And so I went with this olive green one just because I was picturing all black outfits, which I wear a lot of. I'm even wearing like charcoal gray right now, and I feel like it's a really nice contrast to it. And then I think I got the white one after that because I don't know if you guys have noticed, and you will find out throughout this haul, that I do not have any white bags. This is my first white handbag, and YSL does a really good white that is, I want to call it a versatile white, but what I mean by that is that you can use it across all seasons. So this is a gorgeous summer bag, which I feel like is normally the original instinct when you go to buy a really light colored bag, is to wear it in the summer and spring months. But this also works really well as a winter white. So I just wore it last week with like a nice oversized black coat, and it looks super chic to kind of like bring in a little bit of shape with this crossbody style. And then the last color that I most recently picked up is this taupe color. And again, a really nice shade to add into my very black handbag collection because I don't want to stray too far and get like crazy colors, but I do think that this is a really nice neutral. It's almost like a beigey gray color, which I absolutely love. I would love to own this in gray too. I feel like that would be a really nice bag to add into the collection, but I feel like all of these serve very different purposes, and I'm glad that I branched out a little bit, because if you watched my handbag video last year, I think most of them were like, I don't know, I think I had one brown bag in there and the rest of them were black, and I think I maybe had one beige one, but I'm not totally positive, don't quote me on that. So yeah, we are just branching out. I'm gonna quickly mention my pride and joy because she's still my most favorite handbag ever, and considering she's the priciest one in my collection, then it is a good thing that I still am obsessed with her. But this is the Chanel Classic Double Flap in the medium size. I get a lot of questions on what size I have, and I do have the medium. I felt like, again, because I was only gonna buy one of these in my life, that I wanted to get the medium and not the small, just because I felt like it was going to be a little bit more practical for a bag that is not very practical. But I do have the lambskin. Everyone and their mother told me to not get the lambskin because it was going to scratch, and I do take very, very good care of her, but there are no scratches on her, and I mean, I don't know. I like the luminosity that the smooth leather has. To each their own, and I think that if you're someone who's not going to be like super careful with it, that I would go with the grain leather, but I knew that I was going to take super good care of this, as I try to do with all of my things, and I liked the look of it better. So that's why I went with the smooth, and I have the medium for size reference. Okay, next we have another colored bag, and this one is so stinking cute, but also so different from what I already have in my collection. And this is from Caudoon, which is basically, I would say, more so on the price point of a Polène bag, but it is in this greigey color. It's kind of similar to the YSL one that I have, but this one has silver hardware, and it also is a little bit more of a brown tone, whereas I think this is more gray. I don't know. But the silhouettes are also very different. So I love that this has more of a longer shape. I would not typically go for something like this, but I think it looks really nice and chic in this style. Again, we also have some contrast stitching. I love that these brands are doing some really nice details with the pieces that make them look more expensive. And this kind of reminds me of the quality of Polène as well. The leather's not as rigid, I would say, but it is in this grained pattern, which helps with, you know, maintaining the life of the bag because it's a little bit more of a durable leather. But you also have two different closures that you can close this on, and depending on how much you stuff it, which I normally put it on the bottom one anyway, but it's such a cute top handle bag, and I kind of forgot about this one over the last couple months after I unpacked my apartment. But I do have dinner for my friend's birthday tonight, so I'm gonna bring this bag with me. I've already decided, so we're gonna build the outfit around this. I feel like we're making really good time. So the next bag that I have is also probably my loudest logo. Not probably, this is definitely the loudest logo. If I had one larger than this, I'd be really concerned. So this is the YSL ecar bag. And I was so hesitant about this because I have a very minimal wardrobe, but I ended up getting it, and I have worn this so much. It is mainly my work bag, so you can fit a laptop and a ton of other things inside of here. Even if I'm going to shoot in the mornings before I go to the office, I've been bringing this bag because it fits my laptop and then my other outfit, because normally we'll do 2 outfits before work, and it fits everything perfectly. It's also a really nice travel bag. I wore this to go home a couple times, and it fits so much stuff. I brought like all of my Christmas decorations back in this bag specifically, so it was really great to have, and I didn't realize how much I was going to be able to fit inside of it because it doesn't look that big, but it really is very spacious inside. It's just one main compartment, and then it has a zip pocket in the back, but then it also has this chain. So if you want to wear it as more of like, I mean, it's still gonna look pretty huge, but if you wanna wear it and make it look more like a handbag, you can loop the chain into the other eyelet on the other side, and it changes the shape of the bag to be this more like, I don't know how to explain this. Is this like a trapezoid? We're not sure. But it changes the shape of the bag completely and just makes it look a little bit more like an oversized handbag as opposed to it being a tote bag. But I mainly carry it open because it just fits so much stuff, and I feel like that's one of the best qualities about this bag in general, is that it could double as like a handbag and a luggage. So yes, this one is pricey, but I do think that because you have the 2 different ways of wearing it, that you can get a lot of versatility out of it and wear it on a lot of different occasions. Okay, last little top handle bag that I have is from Paris 64, and I love this brand. A lot of my friends also have bags from them, and I use this a lot during the summertime because it's a perfect little like ladylike shape, and the top handle obviously just makes it look that much cuter, but it does actually fit a lot. It's this kind of, I don't know how to explain this. It's like an oval shape, which I really like, but it's super easy to use. It also has the long strap, which I actually don't use if I'm being honest. I do like the look of it just being this nice little top handle mini bag. So I loved wearing this during the summertime. I feel like I go out to like dinners and things a lot more in the summer just because it's nicer out. And so I did get a ton of use out of this. I feel like also with like a huge coat and wearing this would be a little bit overwhelming. So I do like this when I'm wearing like less layers, and my style's a little bit more feminine in the summertime anyway. So it works super well for that. And that was a huge gap in my handbag collection, was having these like cute little top handle bags. And I feel like this one with the Caudoon, I don't know if that's how you say it, bag are really nice styles to add in if you're looking for something that is a little bit more like an event bag that you can also wear day to day if you'd like to. But for me, I just wear them in more of a dressier setting where I want to have something a little bit smaller and I'm not bringing too much stuff with me. Okay, you guys, last two. I have another shoulder bag for you guys. And this one is very much giving me an Hermes sort of feel. I also was hesitant about this one because I didn't know if it was gonna look kind of like a grandma style, but I love the, so this is a Manhattan from YSL, and I do have it in the ostrich skin, but it comes in smooth leather, which I think is a really nice alternative as well. The smooth leather that they make this bag in is actually super durable for smooth leather. It's not like a lambskin that's gonna scratch super easily. But the most fun part about this bag, that can also be a huge pain, is this closure here. So you just take off the two magnets, and then the bag opens into one compartment, and it has a back pocket in here too. So you can kind of organize a little bit, but not too much. I would say that this doesn't fit a ton. Usually I will wear this during the day if I have a tote bag with a bunch of other stuff inside of it, or I will wear this to dinner just because I feel like it's a really nice, cute and little shoulder bag. And yeah, I mean, it's a really classic style. I'm so glad that I picked this one up because I was a little bit worried that it was looking very mature, but I feel like adding this to a more casual outfit elevates it immediately, and it just makes it look so much nicer. So really great piece to add in, and I feel like this size is super classy and it fits a good amount considering it's like a very minimal looking handbag. Okay, so I think this is my most recent purchase. So we're gonna end off on this YSL Charlie bag. And originally I thought that this was going to fit nothing, and what drew me to it was the fact that it has this very little YSL Cassandra logo. Obviously a huge contrast to the ecar bag. This is probably the smallest logo that YSL does on a handbag specifically, and then the ecar is the largest. But I do like that in the fact that it contrasts so much to something else that I have in my collection. And this one is super convenient. I grab this bag every time I'm going to run errands because it is this accordion style, so it opens up super wide, and then on the bottom it also expands. So when I'm just looking to throw a bunch of my stuff in a bag and get going to go and run errands or go grocery shopping, this is like my go-to bag. I also wore this yesterday when we went to Brookfield Place just to walk around the shops and everything, just because it's also super comfortable with the leather strap as well. So really love this one. It's a very casual bag. I would say that this is more of a daytime bag for me, but it can also be worn at night if that's something that you would want to style with an outfit to like go out to dinner or to go out with your friends, things like that. But yeah, really comfortable and fits a lot, and I feel like this is a very popular go-to in my recent months of owning this bag. All right, I hope that I'm not leaving any out, but I think that would be kind of crazy if I had more to show you guys. But this is my handbag collection for 2023. I tried to kind of just run through them and show you guys them quickly because I can only go on and on about them so much, and I feel like they kind of speak for themselves. And hopefully you guys found this helpful if you're in the market for a designer bag, or if you have ones currently that you wanted to bring a new lease of life with. So if you guys are not subscribed already, then do not forget to. I would love to have you on my channel. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one.